Hello, everyone. This is Glenn from Top Producer. Once again, looking forward to spending some time with you on this Wednesday. Just going to give everyone a couple of minutes to get all set up. I'm just getting all set up. I hope you can see what's on my screen, and I hope you can hear me okay. And if you can, my question for this week, I'd like to know what your favorite parts of Top Producer X are so far. It's really been a lot of changes and we've done a lot of new items. I'd like to hear what your favorites are. Okay, so let's get that. Give me your info and give me what you like. We want to hear it, and I'll give it a couple of minutes for everyone to get here. We got some really cool things to go over today. So I'm just gonna mute myself and wait for your responses. Okay, Tom. Yeah, you definitely going to be looking forward to it. Talk Producer X has really gotten a lot of really good updates, really good items that are coming through, and we are just trying to make it better for everybody. Hi, Pete. My question was what your favorite parts about TPX are. Uh, we are looking to have a lot of the really cool features that agents want and need, and that's why we're trying to make TPX more user-friendly and also take more of the information and feedback from you. No, hopefully soon, Mike. We're definitely looking to get this as the platform everybody wants to use because it is being built with your feedback. The most important part of it is always your feedback. So with that in mind, since you're just past 10 o'clock, I'm going to get started today. So if you have any questions, I'll do everything I can to answer them for you as quickly as possible. I also have the amazing Christine here with me as well. She's going to be answering some questions on Facebook to look after you. So I do welcome everybody from Zoom and Facebook. I'm looking forward to having it and looking forward to a good show today. Pete, we do have transactions in Top Producer X. They're a little bit like the old listings and closings, but they're actually a little bit more easy to use. And you don't have to go from a listing to then making it a closing. It's all in one. So you don't end up having two different types of transactions in your software. You just have the one. I hope that helps. And definitely, we're always happy to help you out and show you how it can be done. But today, I get to show off a couple of the really cool items that people have asked for. As my screen is saying, text templates and more in the latest release. So we are happy to have that. But let's do a little bit of overview of recent updates. We've added drip email campaigns to your task plans. So now you can do task plans that have emails that automatically go out and populate for you. You can do that, set it up. You can edit them as you want. You can take our templates and turn them into your own, or even create your own templates from scratch. We've made that capability, and it's nice and easy, and it has a good workflow for it. Group emails. One of the best parts of doing group emails through Top Producer X, deliverability is astronomically higher. The reason is it's coming out from your email address and not going through one of our servers. So that means it also doesn't say it's coming from Top Producer. It says it's coming from you. It also gets there a lot quicker with a lot easier deliverability rates. Plus the bonus, you can track it. One of the most requested items was the ability to track email. With the new updates into Top Producer X and how it works, you're able to track easily. Another one, documents linked to your transactions in Top Producer X. With our updated software and our updated technology, you can now link your documents directly to your preferred online cloud storage. Very simple. That way you just have it in one place, put that link in, connect it over to the transaction. You have everything you need right there in one place. Makes it a lot easier to find that very important final closing papers if you need them by just going to the transaction and clicking on the link. Now, one of those things that we really enjoy is when we can do much requested items. I know that linking documents was one of the huge ones people have been asking for. As one of the technicians on the front lines, I get that question a lot. So it was really exciting to be told that I could tell everyone we have it. So there we go. We added something really cool last week. So you want to see the listing alerts that are going out to your clients. You've got your market snapshots set up, and you've got them set up with listing alerts to let them know when there's a new for sale, something's been sold, or a price has changed. Now you can actually see what they're seeing. When you go to your snapshots on that client, you'll have your report and then your listing alerts. This way you will see exactly what they're seeing, and you'll be able to see if they have interest in it. You'll be able to notice from the screenshot I have here, it will show you how many times the email has been opened, the clicks, inquiries, and the page load. This will help you have another laser view of what they are looking for and how the client is reacting to what you're getting. If you're seeing a lot of clicks, you may actually have helped find their dream home, and that could be one that you could zone in on, and they might actually be calling you up saying, I really want this home. So it does help you to have that extra advantage in the future. The other thing that we are really happy to have been able to do, we have put in 24 brand new text templates into the software. This is another one of those much requested and much wanted items. People want to be able to send out a text to their clients instead of just email or phone calls. In this day and age, texts are very important for your business. We've been told that numerous times, and we heard and we listened. So what's going on with that is we have set it up now easier to do, quickly and effectively communicate with your clients. And you can save the most common texts you send as templates for quicker sending, or you can choose from the 24 templates we created for you. We always say we create them, we're good at writing these, but we're not you. As we like to say, you can start with one of our templates and then tweak them to match your sparkling personality, not ours. Because yours is going to be much better than ours in the first place. We're tech geeks. We create software, we make it, you use it. So that is one of those items that we definitely want to have out there for you. I do see a message from Pete here. Just let me take a look at this. And Pete, you can ask questions anytime. I will try to get to them as quickly as possible. Okay, let me take a look at this. Not sure I'm going to ask questions, but just when I use Gmail, it showed TP header, but when I use private email, it just showed it for me. Now how? So coming from Top Producer X, if you use the first email, the PeteKervin@gmail.com, it'll only say it's come from PeteKervin@gmail.com. And you can have both of those emails in. So Pete@prettygoodagent.net, you can have either one of them. Whichever email you send it from to your clients, it will show that email. It is not going to show the TP header anymore at all. This is because it's going through your email provider and not our servers. So that's definitely an advantage. That way your clients aren't going to just have it say from TP on behalf of you, and that will avoid it going into spam. One of the problems is when things are coming from a company, a lot of email providers will automatically put that into spam because they try to look out for you and make sure you're not getting overloaded. Because of that, people might miss important emails. I know I've missed important emails from companies in the past because of that. And then I had to make sure I whitelisted them. This change allows that to be done automatically. The emails will just come through, makes it easy. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Christine. Now I had another question, Tammy. The uploading those short videos sent via text. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have a direct answer for that one. I would need to look into that and find out. We would have to get back to you on that. My initial answer is going to be, I'm not sure. I'd rather have a proper answer and give you the intelligent answer than just say yes or no, or I don't know. So we'll look into that and we'll make sure you know, okay? I hope that's okay. We'll definitely get back to you as quickly as we can on that one. So let's get back over. Hey, no problem. So when you're doing this, you do have, when you're doing the text, we are going to put in merge codes like we do for most things we have. We're going to make it easy. I will do a little demo of it. I've already set it up so I can send a text out, and I'll send one out, but we can get them pre-filled in so you're going to get that information. This is one of those things to allow the personalization. One of the most important parts of any interaction is always the personalization aspect. You don't want to just be sending out a text or an email or something saying, hi, client, because that's cold. You want to be able to say, hi, Tammy, or hi, Christine, and then have them get that email or that text and realize you're actually talking to them. So with that in mind, let me just jump over to my top producer. And I'm going to go over to my settings here, my template library, and you'll notice now we have texting. As I said before, we've got these 24 pre-created ones. And if you want to look at one, you just click on it and it'll bring it up and show you the information. The great speaking with you is always a great start. But again, we always say, like here, how it has the brackets for daytime at location. These are not merge codes. Please make sure to keep that in mind. The merge codes are always going to be the ones with the squiggly brackets. The square brackets, you kind of may have to customize that a bit. So we just click on customize and you put that in and you just put the information here. I would prefer actually to see if we have a daytime, which I'm pretty sure I don't have, but I'm just going to look. Nope, I don't have one. It would be better to put that in yourself. And that way you don't just have it say daytime and location, which to be honest, I've done before by not paying attention. So we wanted to cover that one and make sure you do take a look at that real quick before you send it. Also, adding from scratch. Pretty simple, pretty easy. We're going to call this a test text. I'll put it into other, and I'm a little too formal at times when I type, so I'll be like greetings and then first name. It was great getting to talk to you. Hope we can get together for your new house soon. Now, there's different ways of closing out a text. A lot of people will put their signature, or not their signature, but a text signature that would go out on every text. I'm not sure. There's some areas that I do know you have to put in that information as a realtor so that people have it. Personally, I'm not. If I'm sending a text, it's going to be a little bit more semi-formal, but at the same time, it's going to be more casual because it is that quick message. So I wouldn't really be putting that in. Again, that's a personal preference. If you look like, or if you want to have that and you do need to have it for your area, absolutely go ahead and make sure you put that into your text templates. As for most people, I'm not sure. Again, personal preference on how you do that. If your communications via text are a little bit more informal, let's stick with being a little bit more informal. If they're more formal, then yeah, definitely put in that signature that you want to have. So for this one, I'm not going to put anything in, and I'm just going to save this template under category other and test text. So now I'm going to go up to my alter ego of Mike and send him a text. Okay, so what we're going to do is just send one off the bat saying, hi, testing, and we'll send the text. So that's gone through already. So now, if we go over here and go to the template library, texting, go down here to personal. We'll do a quick customization, save the template, and we're good. So now when you have this text into one of your action plans, or sorry, task plans, I'm a top producer AI guy, so I think of action plans every now and then. So instead of saying task plans, I might slip up and say action plans. But now when you're texting from your task plans, it will grab this text that I've created and it will go out as well. So we go back down to our template let's go over to our task plans. I've got my simple lead conversion. Let's add a task. Okay, I didn't set it up right on here. Whoops. So these are going to work properly. They're not working properly for me because I don't have it set up. So we'll just get that. It will be sent up properly, and you can grab the texts here. Texts. That was not a good one. I'm sorry. Texts. You can go down here, do your text, send text, and then you also have your merge codes down. And if I had paid attention and just pressed this button like I was supposed to, I'd see it right there, wouldn't I? So let's go with that. So it's going to say, greetings, Mike. See, we like to learn at the same time as we're teaching you. That way, I can be as excited about the new changes as you are. Seeing this and seeing how cool it is and having it actually work for me, that is just, it really fills me with that excitement for the product. Being able to see it, knowing what it can do, but then seeing it and realizing, wait, I didn't do this right, but now when I do it the right way, it's going to go out. It's just awesome. So I'm hoping you guys are still getting that feeling too when you see these new items and the new way to do it, because this is all really cool. At least I think so, but I'm a geek, so who knows? But here we go. You'll notice it says in the text message, greetings, Mike. And it was great getting to talk to you. And then when I send text, there you go. It's been sent. Thankfully, yes, I do know the person who has the phone number that this is going to, so they're not going to be upset at me for sending that text message. I did get permission beforehand before I did that, just so that we don't have any issues. But yeah, that's one of the most important aspects of this software, to allow you to have your communication with your clients, have that real-time communication, have that ability to always have the communication the way they like and the way you like. If you prefer phones, you can do it. If you prefer email, you can do emails as well. If you want to text them, absolutely, you can text them. Make sure that they get the information in real time right away, and it's going to make communication a lot easier. Our goal always has and always will be to make the communication with your clients easier and to make the time you spend in the software lower, because we want to make the flow fast. If you're not out talking to the client, if you're spending too much time in the software, then you're not getting that sale done and you're not building up that relationship with your client. We would like to avoid any lost relationship building time and make it so you can fly through what you need. We're here to be your associates, helpers, friends, and assistants. We're not here to be your headache. That's definitely one of the things we always like to say. So we'll go over here. So as you can see, clicking on that button, you bring it up. You can bring up any of the text templates that we have created or even your own. I will always say, and I will always stand by, it's best if you create them yourself or edit the ones we have. If you're using ours, they may not sound the same as you would sound. Like the one I sent was a little bit different than what the normal ones were. If I were to go back and just pull up a random one, let's go over to text and send a text. Click here. Currently with a client. I mean, I don't know. Is that a number or a way that you would speak to somebody? Would you be having it more like I appreciate you getting a hold of me. I'm currently helping another person get their dream home, but I look forward to speaking with you. Is this a good number to reach you? So that's what I mean by taking our templates and translating them into how you speak. If it's just the way we do it, it may not have that same impact that your own voice would. So yes, please look at them, go over them, make the adjustments you want and keep them in a personal profile. Definitely the way to do it, because again, we have good ideas, you're going to have much better. We're geeks, we're technical, you're sales agents, you're realtors, the elite of the elite and the best of the best. You're the ones who know exactly what your clients want. We can learn from you, and we often do, as you can see by the new software. But yeah, definitely take a look at this. Definitely take a look at this. Find ones that work for you the best. You'll notice if you want, you can double up and have different texts going at the same time. Personally, I would recommend against that unless you know exactly which texts you want. But you can definitely put the ones you have in here and then remove the one you didn't want and then go with the one you've chosen second. It's always a good way to look at it. If you can find a way to tweak a couple of them, that if you need to get a specific amount of information in at the same time, you can use a couple, get it out to the clients, and they'll understand exactly what you're trying to do for them. So I know that was a lot of me just talking, but do you have any questions? This is a lot to go over and a lot of new stuff, and I might have been a bit quick. I do tend to get excited when I'm dealing with technology because I love watching technology change. It is one of those things that got me into the field in the first place. So if I went a little bit quick, please ask me to slow down, redo something, or explain it a little bit better, because again, I really love what we've done here. It's fast, it's well polished, and it's really designed to go out. Okay, Pete, thank you for that question. It does come into TP so you can see it. So if I were to get a response back here, it will definitely come in here and you can do a refresh. I would have to reach out to that person to ask them what one I was doing and get them to reply to me. And I'll actually reach out to them and see if they can, just so that I can see it there. So that way it will show up here. Now, your assistant carry on a text conversation is me. That one I am not 100% sure on, because normally each Top Producer X license can have a specific text number attached to it. So it may not be possible. That is something I would need to look into. Definitely need to look into and see if there is a way that we can do that for you. That's a great question, Pete, and that is one that I want an answer to as well. So I appreciate it. Bill Orr, income and expense tracker application. I do not have any information on that one. I do know we're actively and always looking to add or re-add the information that you want from Top Producer from Top Producer 8i into Top Producer X. Some of the ones that we are doing, we have to completely rebuild from the ground up. As such, we do sometimes have to make some take precedence. I do understand the income and expense tracker application. If you do want to see that, remember, you can always click on feedback down on the bottom, and hopefully it doesn't jump over to your contact list like mine just did, and it should work without a problem. I think I have 2 copies of Top Producer X open right now, and that's why I did that. So let me try this again. No, but definitely click on feedback. Give us that feedback. We want to know. We want to add the items you want. And the more you put it in, other people may be searching for the same thing. You can upvote and tell people what you're looking for and what you would like to see in the software. Okay. I do have another question from, I am going to try to say your name properly. Please forgive me if I say it wrong. Juana Gonzalez. The new market snapshot does not allow me to choose waterfront only property. Is that going to come back? Please, again, make that feedback. We're trying to add and work on as many of the different items we can for you. That way you can see exactly what you were looking for and get the snapshots you want. Again, we always need to have specific feedback to see what you need. If you could do that for me, that would be great. You just click on the feedback, search to see if it does have anything for market snapshot for waterfront. If it does, you can go ahead and thumbs up it, and then we'll see it. If it doesn't, add it in, and other people may actually look at that, see that, and go, hey, I need that, and then they'll do a thumbs up on it. I hope that answers your question. Okay, then I have another question from Pete. Will the transactions feature still display sales and number or sales dollars and commission income cumulative for the time periods chosen? We are working on making sure that is easier to read and easier to understand. So please do keep an eye on that one. That is a question that I have been asked. As much as I don't like saying these words, I don't have a definitive answer right now. We are looking for the best updates and the best changes to it and the best way to make that system work for you. Now, let me go over here to text. Yep. So here you go. As for the question about getting those texts, yes, here it is. I was able to reach out to the person and they replied back to me. So you'll definitely see it here in Top Producer. It is going to be something that is soon. And I'm going to click over to my next slide here. This will be a lot better with the mobile support. We know that mobile support is super, super important. We are working on that one. It is a big ticket update. We are also looking for a lead auto response. We're going to get that. We'll have more news on that one soon. It's going to be pretty cool as well. And we got so many other things coming in that we're going to get going and getting for people to have. Pete, transactions in 8i being copied automatically to X so I can enter in 8i and use both. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you on this one. The best way to do transactions right now, if you have one in 8i, finish it in 8i for now. We are going to have a way to transfer them in. We don't want to have you doing it in two places. We are going to have a way to pull your closed transactions from Top Producer 8i into Top Producer X so you have historic access. Any new transactions, I highly recommend you do them through TPX. My reasoning for that is TPX has an easier interface that goes along, and like I say, you don't have to do a listing, go through all that, and then create a closing from that listing. And if, let's say the worst happens and it falls through, you have to get rid of that closing, go back and reopen the listing, remake a closing. With transactions, you do it in one spot. If you change anything, it just goes over and it just works without a problem. You can make the adjustments as needed. Tammy, TP app. We have even better. Instead of having to have an app that you have to download to your phone and then it has to work and then send out to the database, get the information and come back, we have it mobile, or we're going to have it mobile optimized. Presently, we do still have the Top Producer 8i app, which is, mobile version, which is really amazing. And you can access that by going to topproducer8i.com on your mobile device. You just log in with your regular login information, and you'll be able to have all of the functionality. And the other advantage is the databases are the same between Top Producer X and Top Producer 8i. Closings, listings, and all that are going to be a little bit different, but we are going to get the X version of the mobile access up as soon as possible. And that'll make it so that you just go there and do all of that information just on your phone as well. So I hope that works. Awesome. Thanks, Tammy. Yeah, Pete, I can see Christine has already answered your question. So we're really, really excited about the progress we're doing in Top Producer X. What really excites us is the feedback we're getting. We're seeing a lot of positive feedback and a lot of great engagement with the software. Our support teams are super excited to be able to tell you about the software, the benefits, and what it can do for you. End of the day, we want you to have a quick experience. We want you to have a precise experience, and we want you to have a productive experience. If we're not doing that, we need to know so we can make that happen. To be able to do that, please keep all this information. We have gotten everything possible in any way possible to get a hold of our support team now listed on this slide. 1-800-830-8300. That is our technical support line. And we also do some training there as well. If you have any questions, please reach out. We're more than happy to assist you and to get you going in the right place. You have your tier 1, your tier 2, and we have research as well. If something can't be fixed real quick on the phone on the first line, we have our resolution team, which I am happily part of, who get to deal with the more interesting ones and try to get you up and running as quick as possible. If it is a super broken issue, we do get it up to our development and research teams, and then they can fix something that'll never, ever be a problem for people in the future. We also have email. If you go to support@topproducer.com, and yes, I know I just said that never be a problem in the future. I hope I don't come back and eat those words later. But support@topproducer.com. Email us. Another one of the positions I get to do is to read the emails and reply back. We're often, if you're emailing us, please do give us a little bit of good information on what you're running into, specifics, details, and what you were doing. That way we can email you back as quickly as possible with the full solution. And that way it's not a couple of emails back and forth. We want to make sure you're taken care of right away. We do have our topproducer.com/campus. This is where we put most of the information up that we can explain for you. So it's a one-stop and self-serve location. You swing by there, a lot of our questions are available, and a lot of the questions you have will have already been answered, and you can find them there. The best and last part, you can chat live with our reps by clicking on the Get Help Now icon that'll be down in the bottom of Top Producer X. You'll see as I click on it here. You'd be able to talk to Jason, one of my fellow resolution team members, and he'd be able to help you. We can do that. It's on Top Producer X. It's in Top Producer 8i. It's also on the Top Producer campus. So if you go there, you can absolutely talk to somebody live on chat. Do know that some things we can't do on chat because it may require security information. And when I say security information, we may need to ask you specific questions regarding the account. For those, we may actually ask you to call in. So please, if somebody does say call in, there is a reason we have asked. And Tammy, as one of the members of the customer care team, thank you very much. Our goal is always to make your life easier and to take care of you. To hear that you think we're pretty awesome, I'm going to be writing that one all day long with a great big smile on my face. So thank you very much. So I know that was a lot. We've gone over a lot. Again, I know I'm quick sometimes, but again, excitement. So do we have any other questions? I enjoy answering the questions. I enjoy being able to help you. So let me know. Deletions, yes, Pete, those are scary. Being able to get those back, I mean, that can ruin somebody's day, week, or month. Our team does everything in our power. Data recovery is not only for you, but for us is pretty scary. But data recovery is also one of those ones that when you actually are able to do it and get it successful, it's so much relief. So I'm glad we were able to help you out with that. Definitely, as we always say, careful with the deletions. Usually they're always gone, but we do our best. So I'm glad we were able to take care of you, Pete. That's awesome. Our team is pretty cool. So again, do we have any other questions? I don't think I've missed any other direct ones. I'm definitely got a couple of minutes here for you. I know we've been at this for over half an hour. I want to make sure you all can get back to the important work of dealing with your clients. As much as I enjoy hanging out with you, I know you've got more important things to do than talking with me. So we'll just give it a minute here. And if there are no other questions, we'll just go about our day. Definitely, though, check out all that, the new stuff, all the texting, all the templates. Give them your spin. Make them you. Make the email templates you. Just remember, we can do it, but you can do it better. Okay, I do think that's probably it for today. Again, thank you all for stopping by. Again, Christine and I thank you for your time. We enjoy giving this information out and we enjoy showing it. We look forward to the next chance we have to meet with you all. And you have a great day, and we'll talk to you the next time. You take care now. Bye for now.